The reason why you are watching this DVD is because you have recently put in an application for an appeal and you are getting ready for the hearing. For many people, a hearing can be a daunting prospect. It does not need to be, and we want to be able to help you understand what to expect by taking you through the hearing process from beginning to end. This DVD helps to show you what will happen before your hearing, who will meet you when you arrive at your hearing, and importantly, what happens during the hearing itself. Once your appeal is ready to be heard, you will receive a letter confirming the date, time, and place for your hearing. It is important that you confirm your attendance as soon as possible by returning a slip, which will be enclosed with the letter. A few weeks before your hearing, you will receive a collection of documents, commonly referred to as the hearing bundle. We recommend that you spend time reading through all of the documents. If you think there's anything missing, let us know. If you have any further documents to support your appeal, they should be sent to us without delay. One of the key documents is the hearing summary near the front of the hearing bundle. This will highlight the specific issues that will be considered at the hearing. The hearing summary will also indicate any witnesses that have been invited to attend. You have the right to bring to the hearing any witnesses who you feel will help support your appeal. The witnesses are there to help the panel. You will note from the summary sheet that you are referred to as the appellant.
I'm a clerk within the Tribunal service. My role is to make sure that hearings run smoothly, and that means admin in the office before it actually reaches a hearing stage and looking after applicants at the actual hearing on the day.
Please remember to confirm your attendance. Read through all the documents. Contact us if you have any questions.
When you arrive at your hearing venue, the hearings clerk will identify themselves and come and introduce themselves. So I would come up and introduce myself as your hearing clerk for the day, book you in for your hearing and any other witnesses that may be involved in your case. I'll check that you've got a copy of your hearing papers with you. I'll deal with any travelling expenses that you might have to claim for. And ideally this is the best time to ask any last minute questions that you might still have concerning your hearing.
The three panel members at the hearing are totally independent of the Criminal Injuries Compensation Authority. The one in the middle, will be the chair, and that person's job is to introduce and to have the conduct of the hearing, make sure it runs smoothly. But it's important to remember that all three of the panel members have exactly the same status.
The chair will also introduce the authority's presenting officer.
The main role of the presenting officer at the hearing is to represent the Criminal Injuries Compensation Authority. We are invited along to the hearing to appear before the panel to raise the issues that have been highlighted on the hearing summary page of the bundle.
During the hearing, I see my role as a facilitator, making sure that the hearings all run smoothly. So we'll help by assisting the panel, keeping the case files, the paperwork in order, carrying out any instruction the panel may give during the hearing. If there's any assistance needed, then by all means give the clerk a nod and they'll do whatever they can to help.
Who will be in the room on the day of the hearing? 3 panel members, a presenting officer from the authority, a tribunal clerk, and most importantly, you.
The chairman of the panel will explain how it's going to work. So the appellant will normally give some evidence and help the panel. This will be probably the first time that the appellant has had an opportunity to tell anybody in his or her own words what the case is all about. And a lot of appellants welcome that opportunity.
The presenting officer will have the opportunity of asking you questions designed to clarify issues.
The reason for the questioning is to assist the panel to understand the evidence behind the issues.
There's no need to be nervous. I know that's perhaps easier said than done. Members of the panel who are there to make the decision are very experienced and trained in making people who are a little bit shy, timid, nervous, feel comfortable. It's in everybody's interest that every appellant has a good opportunity to give a proper, accurate, reliable story. The essential point is that the panel is trying to get at the truth of the matter, and our job is to enable every appellant to feel that they've left the hearing having had a fair hearing.
We want you to know that this is an opportunity for you to give your account, in your own words, in support of your appeal. And the panel is there to help and guide you throughout this process.
Any witnesses who are being asked to attend, who may be able to assist the panel in its decision-making process, will come in later.
The authority's presenting officer will have an opportunity to ask the witness questions. You will also have the opportunity to ask questions, and where necessary, the panel members will help you by asking questions on your behalf. Once all the evidence has been given, the panel will ask the authority's presenting officer to state its final position. And then the panel will also ask you if you have got anything further to say, just to wrap up the proceedings.
When that's been done, the panel will then ask everybody to leave the room, and the three panel members will then consider all the evidence and then decide what the outcome is. We have to make sure that our decisions are in accordance with the Criminal Injuries Compensation Scheme. We don't make up the scheme. That's set out by Parliament.
The chair will then inform you of the decision and give a summary of the reasons for the panel's decision. You will be handed a decision notice by the clerk before you leave. Victim Support is an independent national charity and is there to help victims and witnesses of crime. They have trained volunteers and you can talk to them in confidence.
If you were to phone Victim Support, we would assess the needs, discuss the crime, the impact. We can arrange an appointment. You can come to see us at the office or we can come to your home. We will discuss the instance and how it's affected you, very much a listening ear.
And so finally, please remember to confirm your attendance. Read through all your documents and please contact us if you need any help or guidance. We hope that by watching this DVD, it has put your mind at ease about what to expect when you come to the hearing.
I had to wait a while to get a date for my hearing, but the staff in the office were really understanding when I contacted them to find out what was happening.
I didn't really like all the questions, but they explained they needed to know the whole picture to make their decision.
I was really worried about the hearing day itself and the thought of having to talk about that awful night. I didn't think I could do it, but the people on the panel put me at ease. I'm just glad it's all over with now and I can put the whole thing behind me.